Okay, Darkblade Ascent. Was it an RPG? I played half an hour of Darkblade Ascent. It was first person. Um, you technically are the character. Um, the character is technically an ex-assassin sentenced to some kind of weird hell that he can possibly escape from. The game is just, well, it says first person melee roguelike RPG with randomly generated weapons and upgrades. It was definitely a first person melee roguelike. Um, I don't know how roguelike ish it is. I only tested it with one playthrough. It was only a half hour. I made it to like 7 levels or something. So I don't know how much it changes on secondary playthroughs, but it only has like a loose narrative. There's no one to really talk to. Really just upgrade stuff. You just play through like dungeons and upgrade stuff and fight stuff. So, was it an RPG? No. It was not an RPG. Um, there was really no. There's really no agency to it. You're not really making choices. Um, you're not really playing a role. You're really just playing an action game. Um, I see here that it has tons of positive reviews. Um, there's definitely an audience for this game who would probably love this game. Um, I personally thought it was, well, if it's made by like an indie team or a small team, then not bad. Um, Enjoyable. It can be replayed. Um, but if it was made by a bigger, more professional team, I would be confused. Because for a team with people and a budget, I would be thinking more like, where's the rest of the game? Like, it's just going through dungeons and fighting. That's all it is. Go through dungeons, fighting. So it's like literally just a roguelike. It's just a first person shooter roguelike. That's all it is. It's not RPG. It doesn't even really have RPG mechanics. Um, you don't choose classes or anything. You just play through weapons. Um, and I don't blame this team for calling their game an RPG. Because technically, the way people understand RPGs, the wrong way of understanding RPGs, and not everybody actually understands. Well, there's still a lot of conflict on what an RPG is, but I don't blame this team for calling it an RPG right now because of the misunderstandings of what an RPG is. But I just want to clarify that I've went through and I've played it, and this should not qualify as a role playing game. It should not qualify as a role playing game. You're not actually doing any role playing in the game. There's no actual role playing in the game. You're just fighting stuff. That's all you do. You just upgrade and fight stuff. That's the whole game, and it doesn't do that bad of a job at that. It has lots of different weapons and elements and choices, and it's got a bunch of dungeons to go through, different enemies and bosses. It's got like different play modes, but none of it is role playing. None of it's role playing. So, no, I would not consider it an RPG. Um, yeah, So that being said, Darkblade Ascent. Is it RPG? No. It's a first person shooter roguelike. It says first person melee roguelike because technically you only get melee weapons, but you get abilities that lets you shoot things from your melee weapons, and you can use spells too. So it's really more of a first person shooter roguelike, and I would not call it an RPG.